Omar in El Paso, Texas. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com. But call me Mo Better, because have you seen Mo Better? Look at Mo Better and show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I cut. Zeiss PhotoFusion Blue with DuraVision Silver and a permanent 30% Johnny Depp blue tint for your Harley Davidson model number 0770. Comes, like so many frames, comes with a plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together during shipping. I'm going to put that on there for you when I ship. This is model number 0770, 58 eye size, color 02, the matte black. And this is one of the memory metal frames. The front of it is very flexible. And let me begin. Actually, okay, you got your Harley Davidson logo on the outside of each temple. And you've even got the bar and shield, as it's called, on the temple tip. So let me pop out the original demo lenses, of which you will be receiving. Put your frame into the tracing element of my blocker. Forgive me, I have yet to assign a number to it. You are Secret Agent 2458. Let me get my Lucky Paperclip. Come on, Lucky Paperclip, where'd you go? Well, Lucky Paperclip went on vacation. That's where it went. So let me put that on there. You think I'd be more organized. Okay. Scan that number into the computer. You are Secret Agent 2458, as it has been said. As people are saying, little stylus is going to pop up, go around, trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy any genuine, authentic Harley Davidson frame that I have, and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses, or in his case, non-prescription fashion lenses. If you have vision insurance, you'll be reimbursed for this purchase. Or if you have health savings account flex dollars, same thing, whether they are prescription or not. Now, I'm out of network for all insurances, so you'll get your out of network reimbursement. You'll get 100% reimbursement on your health savings account flex dollars, whether they are prescription or not. So, your shape is about to pop up on the computer. Come on, pop for me, pop! There we go. Let's move on to the next screen. If these were prescription lenses, I would enter the pupillary distance. I would enter the optical center height. I would take your lens, get it oriented. In fact, let's just play it safe. Make sure everything is exactly where it is. Plano. Oh, yeah. Okay, non-prescription. Let's just check the left. You never know. Now I do. Okay, so normally, if these were prescription, I'd get it laid out, put 3 dots on your lenses, but because these are non-prescription, it really doesn't matter which way it will go into the frame. It's not going to matter. These are clear window pane. I just want to make sure that this is large enough to fit properly, and I'm just going to center it. Now, this is a block, or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I got 2 right here. Pull the black paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up the first block, do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away, make the black side sticky. On that silver button on the back is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. Hit that button. The arm comes down, places the block onto the right lens, although it really doesn't matter, but since these have been marked right and left from the lab, I'm going to use theirs. Pull the paper away, make the black side sticky, line up the magnet, lay everything out perfectly. Hit that button, arm comes down, places the block onto the right lens. And wait, this one is labeled L, so in case you guys missed any of that, I had to play it off and sneak this one in there. Let me recap. You know it was coming. I had to figure out a way. I can't just, oh, those Plano lenses. So this is the edger. This is what costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, put them on a skateboard. Then you can ride around town cutting your own lenses. You won't need this guy anymore with the bad jokes and the 2 thumbs to cut them for you. But the actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material till it's the final size. This wheel in the center is going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. I'm going to go ahead and wake up the computer. Job ID number 2458. 2458, or as I like to say, installment 2458 of my 330 million volume series of making a pair of glasses for everyone in America. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high-index plastic or Trivex, I would select that, or better yet, to be determined later. I like that, the mysterious material. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens, but I am going to put one on the rear concave surface of the lens. Now I'm going to press the magnet on there, well, the sticker on there firmly, place the magnet into the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. Hit the green start button, the door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it is large enough to fit into the frame. And you can see as it's going around. And then the old carpenter saying, measure twice, cut once, is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you will have none, because these are non-prescription lenses. In this skinny metal frame, plastics rarely show edge thickness. Metals can, because it's just a skinnier edge. But you don't have any power. Now the light you see flickering in the background is water there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high-index plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now water will spray onto your lens, Omar, but only for the last 20 seconds to wash away any optical debris that you see beginning to form on the edge of the lenses. But your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. These are virtually unbreakable, high-impact ballistics-grade lens material. The same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel, from flying debris. It also has the highest amount of UV protection it can have. It goes up to 400 nanometers of protection. Zeiss offers the most protection possible. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin. Well, your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun there in El Paso, Texas. This is permanent and never needs to be reapplied. You also have 30 to 40% of blue light protection built into the Zeiss lenses, the Zeiss photochromic lenses. And you have the DuraVision Silver Anti-Glare, which has a silver-blue reflex. That's a fancy word for reflection in certain lighting at certain angles. So we are going to blue you out. PhotoFusion Blue, 30% Johnny Depp Blue, Silver Blue Anti-Glare coating. The most blue is the DuraVision Platinum. It's comparable to Crizal Sapphire, but $40 less. So water is spraying on your lens, which tells me it's in the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle. In just a moment, a lever will come out. Cue the lever. At the end of that lever is a spinning disc. That's what's going to apply a safety bevel to the back surface of the lens. Now, as I mentioned, these lenses are very high impact resistant. That's important if you ride motorcycles, a pebble, anything from the road comes up, hits you in the face, this lens will not break. It's going to take a lot more than a pebble. Now, nothing on this planet is unbreakable, but it's going to take more abuse than any other lens material out there. It is the safest for riding motorcycles. And Harley Davidson is a motorcycle. Alright, so I need a flat blade screwdriver, which is my black tip. The red tip is the Phillips head for those of you keeping score at home. I'm going to do a little bit of lefty-loosey. Now, years from now, should you ever need new lenses, you know, I can send them right to your home based on this and they'll fit this frame. Normally what I tell people to do, let me grab a tray. HIPAA violations, not letting anyone see the name, but get a baking dish or a baking pan, get a dish towel, t-shirt, something like that, put it in the baking dish so that if you're changing the screw out and it falls and hits a hard surface, it won't go onto the floor. It'll land right there. But of course, you don't have to take them out all the way because, again, these are high impact ballistics grade lenses. So I'm going to tuck it in the outside corner, push down at the nose, it snaps right in. I start the screw with very improper form by tightening it in my hand. If that screwdriver were to slip, I'd stab myself in the finger. All bench opticians, that is what I am. Let me spell that for you, B-E-N-C-H, because I'm sure other people are going to pronounce my type of opticianry differently. But all bench opticians have a callus from the number of times they have stabbed themselves. I've got a little rubber stop that I will use to tighten all the way. I just don't want to place your frame against a hard surface and mar the finish at all. At home, if you were to do the same thing, not on a rounded edge like countertops, but on something square, take that dish towel or t-shirt and do the same thing. Put it on the edge and then tighten down with your little flat blade screwdriver. We're going to flip that over to L, place the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, or today I'm calling it the Omar. Hit the start button just like before. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens again will be traced by the two wide styluses, making sure that it is large enough to fit into the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing that shape of the left lens. And of course measuring the thickness at all points of the circumference to know where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which, Omar, you got nothing. You got no edge thickness there, none. You got nothing there. So, by the way, that was my poor performance of Robert De Niro in his screen debut of Mean Streets. I'm working on it. I'll be doing more De Niro impressions as the years go by. I heard something. All right, so take that off, pull the sticker away, throw that back into the bin. Somebody in Australia says they want to touch my big black sticker ball. You want to touch it? You want to touch it? Let's stick it there. Come down here to the lensometer. I don't know why, just to prove a point. Read the power on the lens, and I'm getting lost. 0. You got no power. Just like me, I got no power either ever since I've been married. I don't get say-so. I don't get to make decisions. Although, I do get the last word in every argument, even if it's yes, dear. So, I should take that back. I am the boss in my relationship. I know this because I've been given permission to tell people that. So, all right, enough. I can make fun of my wife now that Valentine's Day is over with. If I did it beforehand, it'd be a whole lot expensive when that day comes. Now she has to wait a whole year for me to have to make up for it with flowers and chocolate and dinner and jewelry and cleaning the house. But I digress. Back to your glasses. So, your prescription reads Plano, which means no power whatsoever, which to you people in El Paso, Plano is a city in Texas. So, these are strictly for fashion, but if you needed any type of prescription lenses, you know how much you would get them for if you buy this frame from me? They're free. So, anyone out there who needs a pair of Harley Davidson, I am an authorized dealer. I do not have every Harley Davidson listed on the website. Hardly do I. So, if there's a frame you want, go to the Contact Me page of the website. Email me, let me know. I'll check on price and availability for you. I can put your high-impact ballistics grade lens materials in there so you can be safe when riding. At least your eyes are safe. You still have to watch out for the traffic out there that's crazy. But I can do any type of prescription. I can do polarized. I can do polarized with a mirror coating. I can do photochromic transitions in gray, brown, green, or blue. I can do the transitions extra active with either a silver, gold, green, blue, red, or pink mirror coating. So when you go outside, they not only just turn dark, they will turn one of the 6 mirror coatings. I can do prescription and non-prescription alike. I can do single vision, line style bifocal, progressive. Whatever you want, I can make it happen. So let's dry everything off. Use my imitation baking pan, my imitation dish towel. Use my real screwdriver. Do a little bit of lefty-loosey. And I like to keep the screw head up so it doesn't fall out. Tuck the lens in at the outside corners first, push down at the nose and then the bottom. It snaps right in. Come down here to my soft rubber stop and tighten the screw. Take the block off. Add to my sense of accomplishment sticker collection. Let's put that one there. Read the power. This is known as final inspection. 0 power no matter where I go. It's the same power all over. Now this frame, the Harley Davidson 0770, sells for, look at me, $150. The PhotoFusion Blue adds $99.99. The 30% Johnny Depp Blue Tint adds $20. DuraVision Silver Anti-Glare, $79.99, for a total of $150 plus $99.99 plus $20 for the tint plus $79.99 for the anti-glare, $349.98 tax-free. The reason why I like to point that out now is that everyone on the internet is having to charge tax for things. I do not. I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina considers eyeglasses a medical device, and there is no tax on medical devices in North Carolina, so I am still tax-free. But when you get these in the mail, and of course free shipping anywhere in the United States, in El Paso, Texas, still in the United States, there is a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I'm no different. I'll show you in just a moment. But because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will get them and free and standard. We'll do free adjustments if you ask them, but I'm gonna get them in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. Ooh, I see a little optical sawdust. Let me clean that off there. Set them on the counter, press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, I'm part of that 80%. When I take mine off, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. Flip this over, press down. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew like that. Check the tension on each hinge. That is the same. Now, I'm just about to activate these in my photochromic transitions box. As you can see, you have 30% of blue tint in your lenses that will be there night and day as a fashion look. When you go outside, this is what the first 30% looks like. Just a cool sky blue kind of color. Go ahead and put them into my box when I'm exposing them to a strong burst of UV light. Now, as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for all photochromic transitions lenses to darken. A little bit longer when you come back inside. 45 seconds to a minute, minute 15. Now, this is important. All photochromic transition lenses will darken on day 1 and continue to darken every day for the first couple of weeks they're exposed to the sun. Come on, they're going to get darker than that. Come on, Omar, we talked about that, don't you remember? But the only time they will not work is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays that would cause your dashboard to crack from sitting in the sun all day, and that's why they don't turn dark in a car. Now, if you have a convertible or a motorcycle, they will darken when you go outside. There are also temperatures, when you're driving, when you're behind a windshield. These are also temperature sensitive, meaning they will get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I remind everyone, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. Having said that, Zeiss does make PhotoFusion Extra Gray, and Essilor has the transitions Extra Active and Gray and Brown. And those do get darker outside in hotter weather. They're designed for extra active people who spend extra amounts of time outside. So, but it does not come in the blue just yet. Fingers crossed we'll have that before the end of the year. So, that's what they've looked like. They're returning back to that original Johnny Depp blue color. Now, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon so you can get notifications of future frames with different lens combinations, and so you can see what they look like. If you have any questions, you can email me at the Contact Me page of the website. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as Free Prescription Lenses, on Twitter as Free RX Lenses, and you can also leave a question or comment in the comment section below. But Omar in El Paso, Texas, thank you so much for the purchase of the Harley Davidson 0770 frame, the 58 eye size. It comes in numerous colors. This one is the O2 Matte Black. It comes with the non-prescription Zeiss PhotoFusion Blue lenses, the 30% Johnny Depp Blue tint, and the DuraVision Silver Anti-Glare coating. And now, hopefully, everyone else has got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.